Hey everyone, it's your girl Sam with Embracing Your Virtue. I wanted to share a poem that I wrote in honor of Women's History Month. I don't profess to be a poet, but every now and then I do get inspired. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. This poem is to pay homage to all of the strong Black women that have paved the way for us, but it's also a place to recognize that we are human and that we are fragile beings like everyone else. So this poem is dedicated to BreonnaTaylor, to Meghan Markle, and to all the ladies out there that are just wanting to be seen, wanting to be heard, and wanting the space to be human and treated like everyone else. So I start this poem with a couple of questions. Who started the Me Too and Black Lives movement? Black women. Who was the first Black millionaire and the first female millionaire? A Black woman. Who led her people out of subjugation and who led up that 2020 inauguration? Black women. Who was the first female VP of the US? A Black and Indian woman. You can't deny Black girl magic as much as I can't deny the havoc that's wreaking in my brain, forced to be strong and silent, forced to smile in my sadness to avoid looking violent. I'm going insane. Remember her name 32 shots, 365 days later, and still no justice. I'm disgusted that I can't sleep without being a threat or a criminal. You won't say it, but I know what you're seeing. So forgive me if my tone is a bit savage, but I don't want to be a strong Black woman. I want to be average. Last hired, first fired, twice as good, but paid less. I want to take a sick day for being depressed. Not that I'm asking for leniency, just equity. When Bob is late and spends half the day shopping for clubs, the room is silent. When I ask to leave an hour early to attend an event for my child, I'm met with violence. Not physical, but emotional. 10,000 cuts called microaggressions, another form of oppression. So hard to articulate and prove, I begin to question myself. I just want to be praised and reprimanded like everyone else. I don't want to work twice as hard to get half the way, and saying this may cause some dismay, so forgive me if my tone is a bit savage. But I don't want to be a strong Black woman. I want to be average. The Black man says, keep your head up, but I'm fed up. Last married, first divorced, prone to be treated with excessive force by those who are supposed to love and protect us. But instead, they left us for Becky with the good hair. And I don't mean to hate, but I guess I'm just jealous. It's not fair that you can shop in all the aisles of love, but few others would choose to put a Black woman above their own. Ooh, child, things are not getting any easier. I know this may be wrong, but don't tell me to be strong. So forgive me if my tone is a little bit savage, but I don't want to be a strong Black woman. I want to be average. You may ask what's so special about being average. Well, let me explain. I want to be fragile and vulnerable like Becky and Karen, not to have to hold up others when I'm emotionally barren, free to not have to work my fingers to the bone, free to ask for help and not do this alone. For once, I want to be needy and not the one who's needed. I don't want to second guess how I deserve to be treated. So forgive me if my tone is a bit savage, but I don't want to be a strong Black woman. I want to be average. Lord, why does the world expect so much from someone that they refuse to see? When you laid down your life on the tree, you took on the sin and burdens of the world. But this girl, this highly sensitive, fragile girl, she wants to be just like you, but she can't do it on her own. And if Jesus is on the main line, Lord, I'm picking up the phone because this burden is too big for a DM or a text. And no need to flex, but because his grace is sufficient, I can't save the world, but I can play my part. And the good work that he did from the start, he will see it to completion. And as much as I wanted to be to the holy God of the universe, I am not average. I'm a once wretched sinner, now daughter of the king, more precious than a ring. But here's the secret: his strength is manifesting in my weakness. So I won't apologize for coming hard in this poem like a savage. I don't have to be a strong Black woman, but I guess I'll never be average.